We were at FOTU, which is the law school at the University of Ottawa, and every Friday or so, this young rabbi who must have been my age, I was 21 at the time, so he must have been only a couple years older than me, would show up at the law school, and he would ask just if he can help with anything. If I needed a cup of coffee, if I wanted someone to talk to, and he was just super supportive. And I'm not necessarily religious by nature. I am culturally very proud of being Jewish, but I don't necessarily I don't observe. I'm not kosher. I don't observe the Sabbath, but the Jewish tradition is sort of deep within me because my grandparents are Holocaust survivors. So I met this rabbi, and his name is Rabbi Chaim Boyarsky, but I call him by his first name. It's Rabbi Chaim. Every Friday, he would just come and say hi, and that was it. That's all he wanted from me. And about a year after that, he invited me to his home, which was in Sandy Hill. And I went to his home on a Friday night for the Sabbath dinner, and I looked around, and there was maybe 40 students there. And there were only 20 seats there. And so I asked the rabbi, I said, is this an uncommonly busy night? And he says, well, this is always the way it is. That every Friday night he was inviting any Jewish student from the city, frankly, any student at all, just to come to his house to have dinner. Some of them were looking to meet maybe a husband or a wife, potentially, or meet, girlfriend or boyfriend. But most people were just congregating. We were all students from all over the world that had moved to Ottawa to go to school here. It was busy in there and it was packed. And it was so clear this guy had such a big heart. Yeah. And almost as a throwaway comment, I said to him, if I'm ever in a position to help, I would love to help you buy a building one day and create a real community center, a real congregation around your community, because I think what you're doing is incredible. And then things started to go really well at Shopify, and we started to get more merchants and expand globally. And it was around the time, right after our IPO, so I guess 2015, 2016, that I called him and I said, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think I'm in a position where I can actually help you get a building and actually create a real Jewish community center in downtown Ottawa, which has a synagogue and allows for all these Jewish students to congregate to. So I called people like really amazing families in Ottawa, like the Shabinsky family, and Larry Hartman from Hartman Stores. And I told him sort of the story and what I was doing, that I was going to basically write the biggest check I'd ever written, which was $500,000. And that I'd like to raise some additional funds and really do this properly. The building itself right now is designed as an apartment building. So what we're able to do is we're able to blow out some of the, we're able to blow out the roof here so we can create sort of like a mezzanine almost. Okay. We also have some space to expand on either side. Okay. What we liked about this location was, one, it's actually quite close to the Rito Bakery, which is one of the only kosher foods you can get in Ottawa. Okay. It's also just centralized in terms of Sandy Hill. Yeah. It's near a lot of transit buses. And so we just thought it was a great place. And through the generosity of other families, we were able to raise more than $1.7 million. Okay.